It is currently like 2:40 a.m. Train leaves at 3:20. I'm awake with my energy drink. We're about to head on up to Seattle. We'll see how this goes compared to the trip up, and then we'll see when the train gets here. Got on the train, sat next to this guy, and immediately fell asleep. It is now 6 o'clock. 6:11. Just woke up. Good morning from what's it called? Wenatchee, Washington. I slept most of the train ride. Right now we're on a little break, but this is the view. Yeah, I'm sat next to some random person, so I haven't been filming quite a bit or talking to the camera. I'll do a bit of voiceover, but it's been a good trip so far. Very nice. We're about halfway to Seattle. Look at there, around 12. I think, or 10, I think. 9 or 10. So far it's been pretty about the same. There's no observation deck on this one, which kind of sucks. I was hoping that there would be some sort of like conservation place, but the back windows make it up for it pretty well. It's in Spokane. When I was boarding the train, they were saying that they were splitting up the train. One to go to Seattle, one to go to Portland. And I'm going to Seattle, but I could have easily gone to the Portland one, which kind of made me a bit upset. But, you know, what can you do? When they were booking the tickets, it was probably, I don't know, scheduling conflict, who knows. Welcome to the most beautiful part of this ride, going into the Cascades of Western Washington.
Passengers, this is the shores of Elliott Bay, Pier 66 in downtown Seattle. We're just a few minutes away from King Street Station. This train's final station stop, where all passengers must exit the train and proceed directly inside the station, regardless of connection status. At this time, we will ask all passengers, please return to your seats for accommodation for the final few minutes of the trip into Seattle, ensuring to keep all aisleways, stairwells, and lower-level vestibules completely free cleared with moving crew members. You're ready the train for arrival.
One more down. There you go. Thank you.
We're off the train, and now we're gonna go find some coffee shop, kind of sit down and relax. I gotta say, Seattle's way better than Portland. Way better. Feels way safer walking out here. We're about to head over to Zeitgeist Coffee over there. Hopefully it tastes good. My coffee, by the way. It's an insane thing. I mean, Seattle is known for their coffee, so it makes sense. I gotta say that's pretty good. I think out of all the ones I've been to, definitely the best in Washington so far. Better than all the ones in Idaho. Only one better than Salem, and that would still be Archive. Alright, so I'm here in Seattle because when I was booking my ticket, it's basically that I couldn't go back to Portland, which was interesting because that's a very much shorter route. And when I was in Spokane this morning at 3 a.m., they were splitting the train up. And when they split the train up, one was going to Seattle, one was going to Portland. And it ticked me a little bit because I was like, oh, I could have easily come on the Portland one. And Portland was so much faster. I didn't get up and move that much around on the train from Spokane to Seattle, just because it was very packed, and also because there weren't areas to sit at that were not in your seat. We were at the back of the train, so we got to see the rear view, which is pretty nice. As we got closer to Seattle, more and more people got off, so more and more seats opened up, so I got to move out of the seat next to the guy I was next to, who was kind of a weird guy. He told me that he was going to switch seats before we knew we could switch seats. So he was gone for a while as I sat there, and then when they said we switched seats, I moved, and then he came back and realized I moved and decided to stay. So I think he just didn't want next to me. But I ended up moving seats, which was awesome because then I was able to kind of sit and record more comfortably. Let's see, I wrote down more things to talk about because a lot of crazy things happened. See, the guy didn't want to sit next to me. There was a lady who got on the train. She was about to sit down, and then she realized there was a lady who's going to be sitting next to her, and the lady's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to be sitting next to you. Do you want the window or aisle seat? And she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize someone's going to sit next to me. And then she got really upset, to this woman's face, that she had to sit next to her, and then she decided just to leave and go find a different seat. And the sheer disrespect that she gave that lady. That lady was being so nice, offering her pick which seat she wanted, and she was just pissed that she had to sit next to him. And I was like, some people. Usually Amtrak has had delays, and I've watched videos and they're notorious for having hour delays and everything. This train, there was no hiccups at all the entire time. We were smooth sailing the entire trip. Didn't stop once. That was an unnecessary stop, and we ended up getting into Seattle on time. And apparently, when you book a ticket with Amtrak, if you have a connecting train, which I did in Seattle, they don't book you the closest connecting train. They book you on one farther out because since they're so notorious for being late and being delayed, they don't risk giving you the faster route. And so when we were coming to Seattle, the train conductor was telling everyone on the intercom, if you have a southbound train heading towards Portland, which I did, that we could try to get onto the sooner connecting one, because we got into Seattle at 10:30, and then the sooner train is leaving at 12:05, and my train leaves at 2:30. And so I was trying to get on that connecting train, and sadly, when I walked up to the ticket booth and I asked if I could switch over, they said that the train was full going south at that time, and it irked me because they could just be on time. I don't know why they can't, but it just made me upset because it's my trip could have been so much more convenient by going south a lot sooner, but can't get what you want. But now I'm in Seattle for the next 3 hours. And so I currently just walked over to this coffee shop, which, by the way, Portland, I hate you, because when I walked out of your train station, homeless people everywhere, and I did not feel comfortable just walking around with my stuff. Here in Seattle, so much nicer. I'm able to walk around, and the ocean's really nearby, so I'm gonna go walk onto the piers after I drink this coffee, and we're gonna go explore Seattle for probably the next like two hours, essentially. So I think it's all a good thing that I'm not getting on this faster train, because now I get to kind of explore Seattle a little bit, because I've never actually, like, I've been in downtown Seattle, but that was like with like a group. I've never been like just alone, like free reign to do whatever I want. So after this coffee, we're gonna go walk down to the waterfront and kind of look around. So, and then when we're done with that, we'll head back to the station, and then we'll head southbound to Salem. And I'm hoping the train will probably be really busy for the first leg, like from Seattle to Portland, and then once a lot of people get off, I'll be able to record a little bit more. But I'm hoping there's an observation deck. Probably won't be, but we're gonna get into Salem tonight at around 7. If there are no delays. I'm assuming this one's probably gonna have delays, since this is a much busier line. Granted that, I mean, a ton of major cities like Seattle, Portland, Salem, Eugene, like they're all connected on this one, so let's go. Out there, we have the bay. In front, you might be able to see the Space Needle. There's a Ferris wheel. There's also a waterfront park over there. We got all the high-rise buildings on our way to the waterfront park. So it looks like this is where cars get on the terminal to head to like the islands over at Washington on the other side of the bay. I don't know why they honked at me. It was my right of way. It's very, very clean. A lot of people walking around. It could be because it's a really nice day today too. So I'm not quite where I want to be yet, but look at this. Very nice. I go this way. Day today. All the houses on these islands I've been seeing, I guarantee you those are probably multi-million-dollar houses, but maybe one day, who knows, we'll see. I'm at Elliot's Oyster Bar. So I'm gonna get chicken tenders just because I want to eat something lighter. Alright, so I got their chicken tenders, but I got the 4 level, which is like the mid-tier, and she like warmed me with spiciness, but we're about to see if that's actually the case. Here we go. It's like perfect spiciness. Oh, it's good. It's delicious. Elliot's Oysters. Very delicious. Yeah, I think they had like a ranking from like 1 to 6 spicy, and I think the 2 was like the best one. I don't remember. I might have gotten the 4. It was either the 3 or the 4, but it was very good. Fries were delicious. I forgot what the beer was called, but the beer was delicious. I think we're gonna head back onto the train station. I think we're just gonna chill there and relax. That way we're not late for a train, because I cannot miss this train. If I do, I will be stranded in Seattle, and that will not be good. So, we'll see you back at the train station. Since I'm lugging a suitcase around, every taxi is honking at me, trying to get me to ride with them. It's getting annoying at this point. I am just a man walking with my suitcase. Please, I'd rather walk. I don't need to drive. Heading to the station, that's it, you know? But it's a little funny too. I don't know, I've never had that kind of attention before. People honking at me. It's like, wow, I'm so popular. They want my money. But I say nay. To the station I walk. Tully's coffee. I remember seeing those all over Japan. Which makes sense if it like originated from here, since it's like kind of where a lot of major coffee places started. I'll have to look it up. That's bring back memories. It's funny. The Seattle station. Oh, let's hope no one honks at me. I don't think so, since I'm going into the station. They know I'm riding the car now, or riding the trains now. All right, Amtrak, take me home. The funny twist of fate. The 210 Cascades to Portland got delayed from 210, and now it's almost 2 o'clock. So even if I did get on that, it would have been delayed so much that it would have been worth it. Alright, we're getting on to the train now. Is it 507's boarding?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Stay down in front of
here we are, finally getting on Seattle, or to Salem. Right here?
3 minutes.
To Salem.
Salem, right there.
Son, thank you. You mind if I sit next to you? Just about to get into Olympia, and I will definitely find out on the trains. This is all. That was the P&W Amtrak experience. That was it. Now we go see Hunter. You'll now be in another one of my videos.
Watch your step, guys. Careful there.
Hey, welcome. How you doing? And that's a wrap.